Yo, and welcome to another video. So it has actually been a while since I've done a vlog or video on teaching a how-to. For today's video, you saw it correct in the description, it's how to bar spin. It is one of the things like you can learn it and it's a pretty transferable one, like people that can bar spin a jump bike can bar spin a BMX and vice versa. So it's a good one to learn. Once you get it, it's something that you can add into like loads of different tricks and put it into jumps, whether they're big, small, medium, or even learn it in a hop. So I'd say it's probably one of the best tricks to learn. I'm going to run you through some of the steps I find, in my opinion, which would be like the best things to learn and do in order to learn the bar spin. Okay, so first step to learning the bar spin is what way do you throw the bars? So you can throw them left hand down or right hand down. Also, depending on your feet in, this can have benefits to what way you throw the bar spin. So a regular bar spin, the correct way to throw the bar spin apparently, and then there is a goofy bar spin, which is throwing it away from your front foot. So throwing it into your front foot is a regular bar spin, throwing it away from your front foot is a goofy stroke opposite bar spin. I'm left foot forward and I throw my left hand down, so I do a regular bar spin, and it's also correct for the way that I spin as well. So for like truck drivers, I spin right and I throw left hand down. But yeah, basically just determine what way you want to throw the bar spin. If you do want to learn it goofy and that's your more comfortable way, that's fine. But if you are also regular, it does have the benefit. If you do spin regular as well, it does just make truck drivers a bit easier. So you determine what way you want to spin the bar. Basically, you can do like this little technique that I done, which basically it just gets you used to the feel of throwing the bars. So you literally rest your cranks up against you like this, and then you can just like lift the front off the floor and then literally just spin the bars, and you can just get comfortable with throwing the bars. Or you can do like a sling, so you can pass or you can sling the bar. This is another thing to figure out, is whether you find it more comfortable just to chuck it or whether you prefer to pass the bar. I prefer to pass the bar. I can actually do both, but I find just holding the bar all the way around is just much more stable. Sling bars do feel cool as well, and you just completely chuck them and you let go. So yeah, literally support the bike like this and then just get spinning of the bars, just get used to the motion of it, and then as soon as you get comfortable doing this, you're on to the next step. So you know what way you're going to throw the bar. You've felt out a few bars just doing it in that clamp position that I showed you, just resting the cranks on your knees and your shin, and then you've also got a jump that you want to send it on. The next thing, which is probably the most important thing, is the clamping when you do a bar spin. So basically, in order to stabilize the bike, you want to clamp the bike. So it does actually help being on a jump bike, because they are bigger than BMXs, so you have more to clamp. So the higher the bike, so around the seat area, the easier it is to clamp. I'll show you an example of clamping in a sec, but you can clamp with your knees on the saddle, or you can clamp with your cranks as well. So you use your feet and you clamp with your cranks. I'll show you an example of this now. Just get up into your pedals on the flat ground and then literally just clamp your seat like so. Bring your knees in, clamp the seat, and then push your feet as well onto the cranks. So you can see how the clamping works on flat. On the fly out or jump that you're learning to bar on, you want to jump out nice and level. You can even, you might find this, but the first thing you do, you might want to keep your front up a bit. Don't do it too high. I recommend, if you can, just jump out and keep as level as you can, and then you want to apply this clamping that I've been showing you in the air. So you want to clamp your cranks, clamp your seat, clamp whatever you can with your legs, keep your knees out the way, and then you will be ready to throw the bar spin. As you can see, I'm going out the fly out. If anything, my front's just a little bit higher, so you can just keep your front up a little bit. This might just be a bit of a comfort for you when you throw the bar, just having the front up a little higher than level. But if you do throw it at level, that's also fine, no problem, because when you get comfortable with them, that will be how you do them. You'll be just doing them at a level jump. As you can see, just clamping what I can on the bike. And now it's time for the scary bit, which is throwing the bar spin. So implement the techniques that I've just showed you. Go up, clamp the bike, clamp the knees, and spin those bees. In a nutshell, that is how you bar spin. Does take a while to learn, so you do have to persist with it, follow through the steps. So basically they're the steps that I've done in order to learn the bar spin, and that's the steps you do in the air to perform the bar spin. So learning them steps on the floor and just learning the motion and learning the clamp are massive to being able to do a bar spin. Fingers crossed, if you follow the steps, be patient, that you will be able to learn to bar spin also. A few other questions that are quite common is how do your bars spin if you do have a brake? I just run a really long brake hose and then just wrap it around, and as you can see under here, I've got a little cable tie. Basically the cable tie means that it stops the hose from kinking. So yeah, obviously when it kinks, the hoses are right off, but I just found a way that enables it so it's just a bit neater and it doesn't kink. And I find that just works for me. Like, some people have gyros, like there's hydraulic gyros out there, there's cable gyros. Just whatever works for you, do that, I guess. And also bar length, that's also another big one. I run 730mm bars. I find that's just, again, the correct bar length for the geometry of the frame, and it still means that I can bar spin. Saddle height, about a finger underneath. Hope that covers all the bits in order for you to set your bike up and be able to follow the steps to you guys being able to bar spin. What I'm going to do, I'm going to end the video there. I'll play some of the cool variations I've done in the past with bar spin, so truck drivers, bar spin airs. I'll roll them all on the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.